It's very simple, and I think we're making this thing more difficult than what it really is. Johnny Manziel is a fantastic football player. We want to see this guy play. Heisman Trophy winner. A lot of pressure on Johnny Manziel this year. And this university. I think with his success, I don't think the university handled it quite right, and maybe Johnny Manziel didn't do that. But I think where this team is right now is one simple question that I think no one's asking, and it's real simple. If you're the head coach, you bring Johnny Manziel into your office and you ask him this question. Did you receive money for signing autographs? And you look him in the eye and says, whatever you tell me is I need to know. And make him look you in the eye and tell you, I did not or I did. And if Johnny Manziel says, Coach, I took money, then you're going to have to suspend Johnny Manziel. And you call the AD and you call the president of the university and say this is what the situation is. And the NCAA will find out and you suspend him for a game or two, whatever it may be. Now, if he tells you, no, I didn't receive money, fine, you're on the team. Later on, if it comes up that he was not forthright, he's kicked off the team. Because this is a teaching moment for a football coach. It's not about Johnny Manziel. It's about doing the right thing. It's about integrity. It's about making Johnny Manziel come out and tell you to your face the truth. And that's what you want to know. That's what everyone wants to know, the truth. And we're all skirting around this saying, well, is he too big for football? He's not too big for football. Football's going to be played. Whether Johnny Manziel plays or not, they're going to kick the ball off. And that's what people need to know. I mean, Johnny Manziel, in the first game of the season, could get hurt. What do? Cancel the season? No, you have to play. And that's a part of it. And I think we're missing the point here. We have a 20-year-old young man, and we can say, well, he's made some mistakes. Yeah, we all make mistakes. But the truth is the truth. You don't have to be 20 years old, 30 years old, 5 years old, 10 years old to tell the truth. Just tell the truth. I ask you a question, tell me the truth. I have 2 little girls, 7 and 8 years old. I always tell my little girls, look, whatever you do, just tell me the truth. Just tell me the truth. That's all I want to know. When you don't tell the truth, you got issues because then you have to tell another story. And then another story becomes another story. When you tell the truth, you only have to say it one time. It's done. And then there's consequences. And I'm not saying the NCAA is right with their rules and regulations. I think they're way off base. I think they're behind times. But the problem is we live in a society with rules. We don't always have to agree with the rules, but there's boundaries. And players know there's boundaries, especially if you're an athlete. There's rules. You don't get 5 downs in football. But generally, you don't get 5 downs.
No.
That's part of it. And so we have to understand this. We don't have to like it. I don't like the tax laws, to be quite honest. But guess what? I still pay my taxes. Because if not, you know what they're going to do? They're going to walk on the show and take me off stage. So we have to understand that, and I'm not knocking Johnny Manziel. I'm really not. I love the kid. I love the way he plays. He's got to be accountable for what he does. He just can't run around here and not be accountable.
Here's what I'm wondering, though. So you're saying if you're the head coach, right? If you're Kevin Sumlin, you are
I've done this 3 weeks ago.
Right. You're just going to – but here's my first question.
Yes.
You look him in the eye. You tell him, tell me the truth.
Did
you do it or not? If you did, you're suspended. If you didn't, and I find out you were lying, guess what? You're going to be kicked off the team.
Exactly.
Do you know he's lying as he sits there, or can he fool you?
I don't know that.
Okay.
But I'm going to take his word.
Okay.
See, that's one thing about trust. You look a person in the eye and say, just tell me the truth. Mm-hmm. Now, if they don't tell you the truth, they've crossed the line. It's about trust. Life is about trusting people. We want to trust people. You want to trust people by their word. You don't want to. You got all these things floating around. Well, people assume, was he getting money? We can all assume that he got money. Did he get money? I don't know that. But I'm going to ask him, did you receive money? Did anybody in your party receive money? Because if so, we know we can't do that. Johnny Manziel knows. He knows right from wrong. He's not that naive. You can say he's 20 years old, okay, and the NCAA is making money off players. I don't agree with all the rules of the NCAA. I'm not saying the NCAA is right. But right now, we live in a society where there's rules, there's boundaries. We don't have to like them. We don't have to like them, but we got to live by them until they get changed.
You know that the key to your season is that player. Sure. Of course he is.
Sure.
You know, are you telling me that it would be you're not going to be tantalized by his talent at all here? You really are making it all about the truth, not about trying to carve your way to keep him on the field. That's not priority number one if you're the head coach of Texas A&M?
My priorities are my values. And what I value the most is integrity, that we live lives of integrity, where our words and our life has to match up. And I want players to know I'm built that way. Mm. And when you cross that line, there's consequences. And it's about life lessons. And Johnny Manziel is a fantastic football player. You need him to win games. I understand all that.
Right.
And if they tell me, you know what, he has to play, and if he doesn't play, well, then fire me. That's fine.
Talking about if it's a booster.
Yeah, if it's a booster, a lot of us say, well, you're going to get fired. Oh, fire me. Big deal. Okay, fire me. That's good. My values mean more to me than this job.
It's interesting stuff. Yeah.
I'm built that way now.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been put in some pretty tough situations where I had to make a decision. I say, I know what I'm going to do. It's not real hard for me to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how I want to live. That's how I choose to live my life. Okay, so I get all this, but I just think this thing has become so big right now. There's a bunch of college teams out there getting ready, and Texas A&M is trying to get ready for a football season. And we keep talking about this issue. We can put this issue to bed. It's real simple. It's not that difficult.